Hello! It has been a while because of my computer being stupid. But I have my Christmas tree up, I have my ears, I found them, and we're ready to go. Today, we're going to be reviewing the James Charles Morphe collection. I've used it, feel bad about it, was gonna wait, got lazy, and didn't want to wait anymore. I haven't used all of them. I've only used a few. But yeah, it's kind of dirty because it's matte and fingerprints. But it's matte with the shiny, glossy James Charles, Morphe X James Charles. And on the back, it has your inner artistry palette and the date and when it gets bad. And then you open it and it says Unleash Your Inner Artist. This is the names. That's what it looks like. It's so pretty. I mean, I don't really like him. Not because the whole makeup thing, because you do you, boo, but I don't know. Our personalities don't mesh for me. I don't know. I've never met him, but he's great. He's nice. What I've seen, I don't know. There's just, some people don't like Jaclyn Hill. I love Jaclyn Hill. It's just kind of like your preferred people to watch. I don't know. Sometimes I watch him because sometimes I can watch him. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I wonder what he's doing, and I watch a video, and I think they're funny. I'm more interested in smaller YouTubers like Sylvia Ganny, me. Just kidding. I kind of watch my videos, but not really. So yeah. So I'm going to name these off, starting with the names, starting with this row right here. With my light, so you can see them. So this one is called, let me see, okay. This one's called Canvas, and then it goes Ring Light, So Good, 518, Rested, Halloween, Wig, and Tea. And then on the second row, right here, it's Punch Me, Sister, Mary, Literally, You're Kidding, Shook, Boutique, Benny. And then on this one, on the third row, it's called Flashback, Face, Tune, Code James, 10% off, No Beans, Spooky. And on this one, it's B, Guac, Hello, Playground, Brother, Artistry, Love That, and Pinkity Drinkity. And on this side, it's Social Blade, Daddy, Cape Cod, Cola, Acapella, Escape, Single, and Skip. I think these names are really creative, and I really like them. I think so I'm going to swatch them and see the real tea. So first I'm going to start off with the lightest. I'm going to go with my thumb, 1, 2, pretty good. 1, 2, 1, 2. Ooh, that orange one's really creamy. So that's what they look like. And I know it doesn't really matter what your finger swatches are, more like what it applies on the eye, but I think people like to look at it both ways. So swatching the first shade.
Oh, I just got it. The first shade? Oh, shoot. I don't remember the first shade. I'll just put it back. So the second one, like that. It's like a white shimmery. That's that one. Ooh, look at that orange. And the red. Those are what they look like. You can't really see the other ones because of my skin. But I will make sure that I get a good video of them. So you know what they look like. Because I don't want to be like, oh, fuck, I'm going to make you buy it because I say it's good, but it's not. It is good. It's good pigment. I love the pigments. So that isn't really an issue for me. So I went twice on the first shade. And it's pigmented. You can't really see it on my skin tone. It kind of blurs away a little.
You see? Ooh, that one's really good. Not this one. feel like they kind of sometimes look better on camera. Kind of see that white one. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes they do. Some of them you definitely need to go over a couple times, but I feel like that's on every eyeshadow, no matter how pigmented they are. Because if they're really pigmented and you need to like tap your brush off and then use like the excess and like go softly so it won't be too much on your brush and on your eye, because if you go too much in it, it will overwhelm everything. Is that one? Okay, so now use this one. Okay, so now 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 and 1 2. That's what all of those look like. They look really good. I just finished the second one, the second row. And I started with this one and I went that way. So this pink one and that way. Okay, so let's swatch. Ooh, that one's a good one. These are all really good and pigmented. Some of them are a little splotchy. Like I said, you just need to build them up and they will become better shades. Like, I know some people might be skeptical about buying it because it's Morphe, and Morphe kind of screwed over Jaclyn Hill. It depends on the artist. Like, I feel like since it was Jaclyn, people like James will think, oh, it's James, not Jaclyn. James will make it better, you know what I mean. But yeah, so now we're going to go in with Flashback and we're going to start on these ones. I'm just going to go 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 and 1 2. That's what they all look like on my fingers. I'm just gonna go swatch. See, the white one, definitely need to build it up. And then the yellow one's kind of chalky, but it works. I promise, I've used it before. And then now orange, that burnt orangey color. And yes, I am going over it a couple times because you don't just go one swipe and you're like, oh, this isn't pigmented. You go a couple swipes and you're like, okay, it's starting to get better. And it takes a couple swipes with your brush to get better, is what I think and what I do. Okay, so now we're gonna go with the two darkest shades. And I feel like they kind of resemble these two. Like, they're kind of the same, except this one's more browner and this one's more like a reddy, I guess. So then that's what that looks like. That's what that looks like. So they are pretty pigmented. I will admit that they are pretty good and pretty amazing. I have used this on a bunch of occasions. I use this on what's it called, Thanksgiving, and I use like a turkey type. Like, I took it off without realizing I didn't get a picture. So recreating that look, might make a video. Let me know. And yellow, I did twice. 1 2 1 2 1 2 and 1 2, and that's what they all look like. And then I'm just gonna go like that. Sorry if you hear yelling, people just got home and they're being loud. Ooh, that blue one is really good. So this blue one needs building up, but it's good too. I just used another look yesterday too that I posted as, whoa, excuse me, asking if you wanted a review for that. So now. I keep closing it because I don't want to like accidentally scuff it or ruin it. So I think this shade, it looks like it's going to be like a purpley shimmery. I think it's mostly made to be like kind of like a purple glittery, because that's kind of what I get off of it. There's a hair on it. From my dogs, I promise. It's not, or an eyelash, I don't know. Oh no, look. Oh, I hate my life. Don't you just hate when you do that? I know I do. Oh, I don't know why I only got 3. Oh, because it was the ending probably. So this is that shade I was telling you about. See, it's there. It's pretty glittery, but it's not like as purple as I thought. There's that red one. This pink one, it's not really noticeable on my skin tone. You can kind of see it, but it is pigmented. And I recommend these if you're looking for something that has a lot of shades in it, because it will help you out. Like if you're learning too, it is pricey, but it's better than buying something that's cheap that you have to build up and it bugs you. I don't like that one too. It just, I don't know. I think that you need to buy something. If you're going to use the makeup, if you're going to want to get better, you should buy something that's better quality, because it will last longer and it will be more pigmented, so you can learn how to work with non-pigmented and pigmented eyeshadows, because you know I've dealt with that because of the Jaclyn Hill palettes, the Vault collections. I've had to really pack that on. Like I've done like 5 times. I will get that up probably after this one, because this one just barely came out and more people need to know. So yeah, so I'm kind of, oh no, I have shimmery stuff right there, so I'm going to kind of swatch them right here now. Ooh, that green is good. Now that green, and now this like blue shimmery green, and then I have 2 blues. See, like you can still see there's some on the thing, the fingers. Goodness. And I'm gonna swatch these right here. Goodness, these are so pigmented. So like that is all of them almost. I still have a couple more to do because I only have 5 fingers. I wish I had more because it'd be easier. So now these 3 last shades, the 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. That's what they look like. Really pigmented. I promise I cleaned them off. So I'm gonna put that right there. Ooh, that is pretty. That one goes on really, really well. And then the purple one, that one went on okay. You had to blend it in more, which it's kind of hard getting a matte purple. I realized I've never had experience because yeah. There we go. So these are all the shades swatched. And I will put it in a close-up right here. I already primed my eyes using the MAC primer. I don't know, the girl wrote it down Painterly, maybe? It's the eyeshadow primer. I have this because she wanted us to try it out, and we didn't really have time to try anything out because I had to babysit. Yeah, and they are dry now because I had it on through the whole video. So now I'm going to actually wipe off my brush like I usually do, because I put some pink into it because I was gonna start without doing all the swatches and stuff, so hashtag failure right there. Okay, so how I go into my brush, with my brush, is I twirl it around twice, and then I dab up the outlines, and that's what it looks like. Kind of tap it off. I rarely tap things off because I want as much pigment as I can get. I don't know. Sometimes I do because I need it, but I need it with like these bright shadows because you don't want to get too much on it. Learn that from experience and other YouTubers. The Merry Christmas bells, da 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 da. Christmas is here. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. Oh, da 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 da. That is really pigmented. Like, I'm gonna try and see if I can build it up because it looks more vibrant on the camera than it does in person. So, I'm grabbing the eyeshadow again, just kind of dab and twist. Dab and twist. Okay. So I'm going to tap this off kind of a lot because I don't want a lot more than I have on. There we go. And that's what that looks like. Alright. Probably put Christmas music in the background because who doesn't love Christmas music? If you don't like Christmas music, you're insane. Okay. So I'm actually going to do the red. So I'm using the JH37. That's a small blending brush to get into my crease, and I just want to twist around and dab. Not really any rubbing. That's what comes off. Very lightly tap and then kind of just pack that on-ish. Not pack it on, blend that in to the pink. I feel like sometimes this red doesn't show up that much. I don't know. It was kind of tricky getting it on. It's kind of not really too pigmented, but it's pigmented enough. And just twist the excess that I have on the palette. And then, no, I'm not going to tap it off. I'm going to just go in with it. There we go. So you can see the red now. Okay. And a lot comes off when you tap it too, which don't be scared about that because I feel like no matter what, if you use all that you can, there will still be a little bit of fall of tapping excess off. So now I'm going to use that shade, this shade right here, and I'll put all of the names up like right here or right there somewhere. And just use the same brush, and I kind of twisted a little bit, and then I packed it, and I tapped it off because I'm only putting this on my outer corner. I don't want it to be too high up so the purple could still be seen on this side, but I don't want it to be too far, but I don't want it to be like just like a little sliver. You twist it, it's always on any like eyeshadows or like blush or anything. So I just tapped it in that, and then I'm not going to tap it off this time. I'm just going to kind of swipe that through like this. And there's that. And then I'm going to do a cut crease today because I got concealer. I got the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. Concealer. I don't know, Utah speak weird. Just the way that it is. And I got a new room. I'm going to do a room tour, like a Christmas, because it's Christmas. And I have my tree up already, so you know, why not? Okay, so I put that much on. I'm just going to dab it in. And I was watching Jeffree Star's channel, and It said, is karma real or something? That's what it's called, and that's like learning to trust again. And someone was on there, I guess he couldn't trust. And his name, I don't know his name, but he said never to rub, only tap your concealer on, because it only blends in, and you want it as bright as you can get it to be. Whoa, I'm doing a really good job. I probably just jinx myself. But I think I'm doing really good. For like my past ones, this is really good. I think I might go a little bit more. Kind of bring that up like so. And that's that cut crease. I am so proud of myself right now. Like, I'm amazing. I love myself. And I'm just going to go with that last shade we just used and kind of just tap that in while it's wet. So it's kind of like you're packing it on. I'm going to blend it out right here, because that was the very first color we used. I want it to look blended out as much as it can get. There's that. And now I'm going to grab the same brush we used for the concealer. I just wiped that off, cool. And I'm going to use the other side. I just got it wet. And I'm going to use this shade right there, that purpley one that's kind of looks more like it should be more pigmented. And I got that much on my brush. I'm just going to kind of tap that on. Wow. Like, that got good, but I don't like brushes putting it on. I'm trying to start it, but I don't like it because I just don't. I don't know. Some people put it on with their fingers, some with brushes. It's really just kind of a, I went twice with it, kind of a preference for people if they want, you know, if they want like better. It's really just a preference. Like if you, how you, when you were trying to teach yourself, it's just anyone's like preference. That's how many times I say preference, huh? Okay, I'm going to do my other eye and I will be back with my final thoughts. Alrighty, so I finished with that and I moved you guys closer so you could see the look better up front. And my final thoughts. I love this palette. I kind of matched today, it wasn't planned. My hair, my shirt, and my eyes kind of look brown. I might dye brown. Side note, let's continue. I didn't clean up. Probably should clean up because, you know, yeah, I didn't clean up because I don't know why. There's I don't know again. Okay. Definitely think it's worth $49. Anyone on YouTube probably could say that if they ever got this. If they, I don't know, some people might lie because they don't like him, but I could never be that way. I could never lie about a product that I don't know, I could never lie that a bunch of people are saying, oh, I love it, and then be like, oh, I hate it, it wasn't pigmented at all. Because Jeffree Star is probably going to contact them and be like, what was wrong? Like, I want to get better information on that. Because, you know, I feel like that's something he would do. It's just get better information on things. Let me just put in her corner. Because I don't know, I think, oh my gosh, because I think that's the type of person he is, and I think you can't really change the type of person that someone is. Oops, sorry. So, yes, buy it if you want it. If you're on the fence about it, buy it. I love this palette. I think it is definitely worth your money. Was kind of skeptical when I bought it. I was like, I need this money for tuition. But you know, definitely think you should buy it. Strongly believe I will look best eyeshadow I have ever had that is colorful. Like, my Tartelette is good, but this is the best colorful one I've ever had, other than the Jaclyn Hill one. But that one doesn't have as many colors, and just buy it if you want it. Like, get it, like, splurge, treat yourself, whatever. Buy the palette. Okay. So, hope you have a good day, night, evening, wherever the heck you are, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.